Welcome to the Radio City Studios and the live recording of Guys and Dolls in New York City. I'm your host, Benny Southstreet. Thanks for putting your marker on this cast and crew. You won't be disappointed. This group is a real front runner. I have just a few announcements before we open the gates on this show. No cell phone thingies on during the production. It might interfere with our caller Joey Biltmore about the game. Lay some money down at the Pops table out in the lobby. All those funds go back to the Playmakers Drama Club. We know their markers are worthy based on past experience. If you got a crying baby, call Sky Masterson. As you will see, he knows what to do with them. Go up the aisle to the lobby and wait for Scott. Tell them Benny sent you. There's also no food or beverages allowed besides water. And please don't crinkle your bottles or candy wrappers. We're highly distractible on stage. That reminds me, no flash photography or video allowed. Yeah, this means you. Now sit down and rock the boat with us tonight as Playmakers brings you Guys and Dolls.
I got the horse right here, his name is Paul Revere, and there's a guy that says that the weather's clear. Can do, this guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
I'm picking Valentine, cause on the morning line, this guy
says the
big,
horse
I got 5 to 9.
Has chance, has chance.
This guy says the horse has chance. If he says the horse has chance, has chance. I'm going Valentine, the morning walks like fine. Besides the jockeys, brothers, like a friend of mine. Each race, each race. This guy says the horse needs race. I tell you, he says the horse needs race. I'm taking Valentine, cause on the morning line, this guy says the horse has 5 to 9. Has chance, has chance. This guy says the horse has chance. Come on, I got the horse right here.
Pause and think before it is too late. You are in great danger. And I do not speak of the prisons and the gallows, but of the much greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, friends, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, friends, it is the Save a Soul mission located at 409 West 49th Street. Open all day and night, with a special prayer meeting this Thursday.
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder how a refined doll like her ended up in the mission dock.
A beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
Yeah, too bad a doll like her has to spend all her time doing good. I mean, how can you make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? You know, nicely, nicely.
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, nicely, thank you.
Say, have you heard anything about Nathan's crap game?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I've just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
Hold on, $5,000?
Where did you acquire it?
I turned in the reward of my father.
Everybody's looking for action. I really hope that Nathan can find.
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan! Mr. South Street, it's Lieutenant Brannigan from the New York City Police Department.
It is a pleasure.
Any of you guys see Nathan Detroit?
Now, which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a flown crap game around here and getting away with it by moving to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this? Your Honor.
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit. Listen up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can tell him for me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot, but no one's gonna give him a spot because they all know Brannigan's breathing down their neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I can't.
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you didn't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
I was just talking to two colleagues here about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you have to live on your salary.
Hey, did you find a place yet?
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action in return for which I take a small cut. Is it a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place yet?
Did you find a place for the
Did
game?
I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We'll be having a crap game tomorrow night at the Radio City Music Hall.
Wait, how are you gonna fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Wait, Nathan, didn't you once say we had a chance at the Biltmore Garage?
I was over to the Biltmore Garage. Spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might let me use the place if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
Hey, what do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000 signed Nathan Detroit. A marker is like a pledge, which a guy can't mulch on it. It's like a not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold, only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood. Why, I've been running this crap game since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something about it?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you want to know what today is? It's mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up here with high players. The Greek is in town.
Brady Bubble Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know I can make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's a stockroom behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan, Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan.
everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. Adding up a lot of letters for the fellow who can get us there.
If we only had a lousy little brain, we could be a millionaire.
Good old reliable Nathan, 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 Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, he'll arrange that you go broken quiet and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to swarm. It's the oldest established permanent clothing in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game?
Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame.
It's the oldest established permanent clothing crap game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan's crap game will float again. And my boys will let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan. Say, you know who else is looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Hey, Sky Masterson. Now that's the highest player of them all.
Wait a minute. You're saying higher than the Greek?
Hey, higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time, he was sick and he wouldn't take penicillin on account that he had bet 10 C's that his temperature would go to 104. Did it? Did it? He's so lucky he went to 106. Good old Sky.
Hey, why don't you ask him for the money?
No, with him, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him $1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can figure out a bet on which there's no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar a fly will sit on, or how far can you kick a piece of cheesecake? Oh, look, run into Mindy's Cheesecake and ask how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake and how much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Just find out. Now beat it. Here comes Adelaide. If she finds out that I'm running the crap game, she will never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Adelaide, pigeon.
Oh, you go ahead, Goyles. Order me a tuna fish on rye with a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot box.
You still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie, he's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat, you just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So what'd you say to him?
I told him, I says, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
Oh, a present for me?
Hope you like it.
Oh, a belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. That's so sweet. Now look, Adelaide, about your present, I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's all right, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days, I'll be in the money, and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, darling, I can do without anything just so long as you don't start running the crap game again.
The crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
What?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Hey, more strudel than cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Oh, nothing, honey, nothing. I think I was supposed to meet Harry the horse. He was going to let me know something. His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you about that?
Oh, he's nervous. His first wife. Look, Adelaide, I'm kind of expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Hey, fellas, why don't you take Adelaide down to the drugstore? You see, honey, you got a cold, and it's across the street. And there's a lot of open manholes around.
Oh, Nathan, darling, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest boy. Say goodbye.
Hey, Masterson, glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you'll promote you.
Hey, how are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great. 2 wonderful weeks out west Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, helpful climate. I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's. Hey, gonna be in town long?
I'll fly to Havana tomorrow.
Havana.
Yeah, want to come with me? There's a lot of action down there.
No, I got a lot of things to do. Meantime, how about dropping by Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
Suppose one of these days the 2 of you will get married.
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, guys like us, we can fight it. We must remember, as pleasant as the Dolls company may be, she must always take second place at aces back to back.
Yeah. They say, you hungry yet? How about going to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or a strudel or something?
Oh, I think I'll go get the late results.
Oh. But you will admit that Mindy has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
I'm quite partial to Minnie's cheesecake.
Hey, who ain't? And yet there are some people who prefer Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which do you think he sells more of? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I mean, I never give it much thought, but if everyone's like me, I'd say he sells more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Oh, Nathan, I never took you to be a betting man. I thought you liked to take your percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake yesterday.
Nathan, let me tell you a little story.
Oh.
When I was a young man, about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. Son, the old guy says, I'm sorry I'm not able to bankroll you to a very large start. But not having any potatoes to give you, I will now stake you in some very valuable advice. See, one of these days in your travels, will come a man, the fresh deck of cards in which the seal is not yet broken. And he'll offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the top of the deck of cards, squirt cider in your ear. Now, son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you are standing there, you'll wind up with an ear full of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim you have been clocking Minnie's cheesecake.
You don't think that...
However, if you're really looking for some action, I bet you that same $1,000 that you don't know the color of the necktie you have on. Well,
No bet. Blue. What a crazy color.
Hey, Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Hey, yes, Sky.
how's it go with you fellows?
Not bad. Nicely, thank you. Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she told us to tell you to meet her later at the hot box after the show, and don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear, that is husband talk I've ever heard of. Nathan, you are trapped. And Adelaide, you're the kind of girl that is most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a doll? Well, if a guy does not have a doll, who would holler it in? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on all dolls. I'm just saying, a guy should have them around when he wants them, and they're easy to find.
Oh, yeah? Well, then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana alone without one?
I wish to travel light, but if I want to take a doll to Havana, there are a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll you name her.
Any doll? Can I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 and if I name a doll, you will take her to Havana alone? You got a bet? I name her.
Her? Cider.
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end. They do that every day.
Excuse me, do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah, how do you do? My name is Abernathy, Arvine Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong? What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I've wasted my life with gambling and evil betting, and I suddenly realized what evil things that can lead to.
Agatha? Coffee? Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly I have been working up the courage to come in here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would have never fallen into it if I hadn't fallen in with evil companions that were always offering me sucker bets.
Here you are, young man.
Thank you, it makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
You go right on ahead and talk to Sister Sarah and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
The Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We've been out all day trying.
Well, have you tried the nighttime?
How's that?
As a former sinner myself, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
Very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good. I don't understand how it isn't a sin.
Fine old lady. I suppose she sort of looks after you?
We look after each other.
Suppose. And if one of you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here's 2 different pamphlets I'd like for you to read. They'll give you a great deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you would wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you will not think I'm getting out of line, but it's nice to see a pretty-looking doll and a nice-looking lady, such as yourself, sacrifice herself for the sake of others. I say, staying here in this place, you ever go someplace else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
And now that's a little far, but there are a lot of wonderful places just a couple of hours away from New York. By plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet you should read.
Thank you, of course. I'll be needing a lot of personal help from you. You see, my heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gold.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. How about dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
I'm sorry, just lost me under the warmth of your kindness. That's wrong.
What's wrong?
It's Isaiah, it's not Proverbs.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. No peace into the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah.
Isaiah.
There have been 2 things that have been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of work, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. No, I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Sadrach, Meshach, Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
Because I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Look, lying's a sin. I'm a big sinner. If you get me at 8 to 5, the rest will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission's laying an egg. Now, why don't you let me help you? I'll bet you I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
How about a proposition? When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will guarantee you 1 dozen genuine sinners. I will also guarantee you that they will sit still and listen to you.
What's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here. You know what? I'll write you a marker. What it is? It's kind of a promise, you know. It's... How about this? 1 dozen sinners, and all you have to do is go to dinner with me.
What time will you pick me up?
Noon.
At noon?
I mean, it's gonna take us some time to get there.
To get where?
My favorite restaurant.
And where is that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana?
Where'd you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana!
Why not? The plane gets us there and back the same night, and the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you did not do yourself justice.
And I realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all, except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I'm relieved to know it's just me personally, not all guys in general. It's nice to know that there is a guy out there that would appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy might be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his vibe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
Got this guy all figured out, huh?
I have.
Tell me what he smokes, I'll figure it out.
All figured out. I'll know when my love comes along.
and you'll know at a glance by their two pair of pants.
I'll know by the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. I'll know as I run to his arms, at last I come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. I'll know when my love comes along.
No. You're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big hard card?
No?
Well, I'll tell you.
Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry.
Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare. And I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know, and I won't ever ask. Am I wise? Am I kind? Am I smart? Until then, I shall wait for that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along.
I'll drop it again in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Hello? Hello, is this the Biltmore Garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Hey, Joey, I'm calling about the,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. What were you saying?
The crap game.
Don't sit on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry, the dice game. Look, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000.
I'll have it tomorrow.
Then call me tomorrow.
Listen, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Look, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes, you would.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How so?
It's a bet. I can't lose. I bet him he cannot take a certain doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
It's not a horse, it's a doll.
But Joey...
Nathan, there will be no crap game unless I get my dough in advance.
Come on, Joey, you've known me for a long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Well, I can't talk no more. I gotta go meet Adelaide at the hot box. Look, just one thing. Can I at least tell the guys that it's gonna be at your place?
Not unless I get my dough.
Okay, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Bye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now, for the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down to the farm with Miss Adelaide and her hot box farmettes.
love you a bushel and a peck. That lousy Joey built more.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Hello, pie face.
How are you, handsome?
Oh, fine. What have you got there?
A book.
A book. You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this book is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I'd had it, and I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he said to read this book because he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is a psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh, well, would it tell you what kind of a doll would go for a certain kind of a guy which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
For instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet they wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can never be sure some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah? Wait,
Nathan, darling, starting with next week, I'm gonna get a raise. So with what I'd be making, I wonder what you would think. Maybe we could finally get married?
well, we're going to sooner or later.
I know, Nathan. Oh, I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before, but my mother back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Yeah, and why would she think a thing like
I
that?
couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Well, then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then after about 2 years,
What after about 2 years?
we had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby.
I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
What type baby was
It
it?
was a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
He's in boarding school. They were all mother here on the football game last Saturday.
I wish I bet on it.
But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Oh, don't tell me he has a little sister.
All those years, Nathan, Mother believes in big families.
Oh, just give me the grand total.
5.
5. Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nathan, now we're finally getting married and it won't be a lie anymore.
Like, how could you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
But you don't even know my mother.
Oh, well, I'll be meeting her soon, won't I? And what do I tell her then? What did I tell her I did with 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something. What are we gonna do?
We could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
You see, Nathan, darling, I got the veil. All we need now is a license and a blood test.
Or what?
Blood test, it's a law.
What a city. First they closed my crap game and now they open my dance.
Nathan, you're not planning to run your crap game again.
Adelaide, how could you say such a thing? Why do you think I gave up the crap game? It's because I love you and I want us two to be the happiest married couple there is in the world.
Anybody see an earring up here? I don't think so. You!
I'm all dated up tomorrow with Society Max, and he breaks down on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh.
Here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Get up! It reminds me of your crap game.
We're gonna be all right. After all, we love each other and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. Come on, cheer up, honey. Let's see that old smile. I'll see you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci work. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting a fisheye from the hotel clerk, a Python can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows an erotic tendency, see note. Oh, chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop the grip. When they get on the train from Niagara and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned and the moon sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A Python can develop a grip, post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip, from a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old. A Python can develop a bad cold. What?
Hey, nicely. What are you looking at?
I was just following Mrs. Masterson. You should have seen Miss Sarah's face. She gave him a look that could have cooled off a moose at mating time.
That is great. Just so we don't get the doctor.
Oh, Vanna, he ain't taking her to New Rochelle. Hey, where's Nathan? Gotta start lining up the game.
I suppose he's trying to see Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, always trying to take his mind off honest work.
Yes, it is wrong that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his fiancée.
That is his weakness, Benny, and we must be tolerant, because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look! What's plain at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's plain at the Roxy. Picture of a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's plain at the Roxy.
What's in the daily news? I'll tell you what's in the daily news. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the daily news.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked them, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a shine to be for a change.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal.
Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money. That the guy's only doing it for some dough. When you meet a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a cinch that the bomb is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum for the roll. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some dough. Wait, nicely, nicely. And his cash is run short, make a bet that he's making it for some dough.
When a guy wears tails with a fucking wife, who the hell do you think he's tingling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job, and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol. Call it dumb, call it clever, but you can give odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, I think we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid more attention to him. Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. I think he's very interested in our work.
Very.
Also, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I never should have volunteered for this post. Well, let's go into lunch. I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and have them just begging to come to our mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvine.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you'd be in town, General.
I got in early this morning. I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
I'm sorry, we've been holding some extra meetings trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something important I have to talk to you about.
Of course, won't you please join us for lunch?
I don't have the time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have reached a definite conclusion. We've decided to close this branch of the mission.
Close down the mission? No. General, please, someone can do good here even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many calls on us. So many other places where our work is really needed.
But, General, we've been doing so much better now. And also, we've announced for the street meeting tomorrow morning.
You've announced a meeting. What will anyone be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing. General, Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? I'd like to protest the closing of this mission. I think Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
Might I make a suggestion?
Yes?
Why don't you come to tomorrow night's meeting and find out for yourself? Don't you think that'd be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance...
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
All right. Y'all got your red carnations? Good, good, good. You're gonna need them to get into the game.
But where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute, okay? Nathan.
Hey, can I tell the guy that it's gonna be at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
Okay, but it's 11 o'clock. These guys ain't gonna stay much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely back at my hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Hey, where's the dough?
He hasn't come in yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I'll be at the grocery. I'll feel a little thing.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back here even if you starve to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Detroit, where's the game?
Hey, Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you have no place for no game, tell us and we'll seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
Detroit, I hope for your sake that you have a place for a game. I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you may know him. I would like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Well, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on. But just be patient, you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick or shall we blow?
Let's shoot crap, Henry.
Nathan, if you do not have no place for no game, Big Julie will be considerably displeased, and Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can find out from the citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although I will admit that it is very hard to find out from those citizens on the fact that they are no longer out and about.
What? Harry? You don't think I'd be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you?
Yes.
Big Julie, believe me when I tell you that when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on it that...
Well. An interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Ox, Society Max, Rusty Charlie, Liver Lips Louie. Hey, Harry the Horse. All the way from Brooklyn. Pardon me. I'm bad with names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
Fairfield, Illinois.
What do you do there?
Scoutmaster.
Well, don't ever walk my mother across the street. Lovely. This looks like a male chorus. From Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
What Nathan means is it's a party.
Indeed, what kind of party?
See you tomorrow.
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
That is correct, Lieutenant. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Yeah.
Nathan, darling, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
Well,
I mean, when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was a...
oh, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner, all right.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when's the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Well,
Nathan, these guys are kind enough to throw your bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
well, we need time for a license and blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night, right after the show at the Hot Box?
Emily, we need time for our license.
You could elope.
What?
You could drive down to Maryland, name that town.
Oh, you're thinking of, it's Pimlico.
Not Pimlico, no, Elkton. They'll marry you right away there. They won't even ask for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
That sounds like a wonderful idea, Nathan. In fact, I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Nathan, let's do it!
Well, what the hell?
My congratulations to Nathan. Only hope there's nothing ready.
Oh, Nathan, I have so many things to do before we elope. You'll be at the Hot Box tomorrow night?
I'll be all dressed up in whatever you elope in.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. Only what'll I wire her?
Just send a telegram and date it back.
I better wait till we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Nathan, a most beautiful doll indeed. Don't you think so, Big Julie?
Yeah. How long have you known this doll?
14 years.
It's not bad, Detroit. Well, okay. Let's shoot crap.
Nathan, you better find a place for this game.
How can I make money from Sky ain't come yet?
Maybe he didn't take the dog to Havana.
She couldn't have gone up. He couldn't have taken her. That doesn't make no sense. Oh, Benny! Oh,
It's okay, big guy. Oh, you don't gotta do that. You really don't have to.
Carry me, Benny, carry me.
to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
That sounds like a million laughs.
Here lies Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Two dulce de leche.
This is delicious. What did you call it again?
Dulce de leche.
Dolce de leche. What's in it besides milk?
Well, you know, sugar. And a sort of native flavor.
What kind of flavoring?
Bacardi.
Well, it's very good. I think I'll have another. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
No, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Alright, take it easy, Slugger. You're still a champ. Are you alright?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel?
Well, how do you feel?
Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just ought to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel, little me, with my quiet upbringing? Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. Or if I were a watch, I'd start popping my strings. Oh, if so wonderful. Why don't we stay here a couple extra days? See how wonderful it's really like.
I think we'd better hurry back to New York. We don't want to miss the plane.
But I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
You know what? Get mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good.
Why'd you even take me here?
Because I made a bet. That's why we met in the first place. I made a bet.
How else is a girl supposed to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No!
I'm just trying to do what's best for you.
You talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, golly, I don't know how I'll get home with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you to give it to me. Oh, Sky, hello.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Oh, fine, Sky. Look, the girls just gave me a kitchen shower. They went to an online drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower. Look.
What vulgar jewelry.
Anyways, Miss Adelaide, Sister Sarah.
How do you do? Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night right after the hot box, Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you, Sky. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already. I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. We've tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been out this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
Finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn. The street belongs to the cop and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. The smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day, and you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson, that's my real name. You're the first person I've ever told that to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and now my song must pour. So please forgive this hopeless haze I'm in. I've really never been
asleep. Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion and we stayed out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah? I've been to Cuba. Oh, so you're more tired than we are then.
Hey, what is this? You stop. Hey, you! What is this? Stop! You! Hey! What the hell is this? Canasta!
Must tip them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but that's the first time I've ever seen crap game go full blast in a mission.
Crap game?
Miss Sarah, you know I have nothing to do with this, don't you?
This never would have happened if I hadn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, you went for the mission. You didn't go for me.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I meant.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Yeah, but what the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.